Welcome to the
Secret
Garden
Society. Woo! That was perfect.
I think that may have been our best one yet.
This is going to be a fire episode. I already can tell.
No, the vibes are immediately incredible.
That's so exciting. Wait, my TV just randomly decided to start playing noises. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Porn?
Hopefully. Anyways, how are you?
I'm
my god. Sorry. That out. We don't have money for that.
Wait, was that actually porn?
No, it wasn't porn.
Oh.
It was Hosier. It just yelled, so it might have sounded something crazy.
No, because when it first happened, I go, porn? But then when you were like, oh my god, we don't have money for that, and the way you turned, I thought you were confirming that it was, and I was like, oh my god, tea.
On the big TV? What? Keep this in now.
Yeah.
No, it was music.
Indigo watches, guys, confirmed it.
No, I do not.
Oh my god, that feels sociopathic. Like
on the big TV is really
porn on the big TV. Like, that's a freak on another level. There's no reason it needs to be anywhere other than your phone or a book.
No, literally, because you need it for like 5 seconds. So you're gonna set it up for like...
Wait, hold on. 5 seconds? That's it?
You need it for like 5 seconds, and so it's like too much setup for like not a lot of runtime.
Time out. 5 seconds.
We're not talking about this. Are you telling me you're watching the full movie?
Not the full movie, but more than 5 seconds.
I got things to do, okay?
They literally, all they do is kiss, and Indigo goes, I'm done.
That's done.
All I needed.
This is too much. That's so funny. Oh my god. I knew I outed myself when I said 5 seconds and your eyes looked shocked. I was like, I mean 10 seconds.
10 seconds is also crazy.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's really great.
No, I heard that and my brain went, oh my god.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
God,
anyways,
already.
I forgot. How have you been?
I've been, like, honestly, it's such a mix of, feel like I'm really happy with aspects in my life, and then I'm also deeply unhappy with other aspects in my life. And there's such a juxtaposition to just being alive, where I'm, like, really happy with the creative stuff that I'm doing. Like, doing the podcasts, and I've been, like, working a lot on, like, trying to, like, upgrade stream with, like, not spending a ton of money, but just making things, like, more efficient, because, like, we always kind of just flew by the seat of our pants. We learned Twitch streaming, like, as we went.
Yeah.
And we also had a lot of hurdles of, like, we started on the phone, and then we went to a laptop, but then we didn't have the laptop anymore, so then we ended up getting a computer, but then, like, had to learn, like, everything from scratch every time.
Yeah.
And so I feel, at least for my brain and my, like, streaming knowledge and computer knowledge is so jumbled with all of the different things we have learned, and being like, okay, I know we learned a better way to do this. What was the better way? And so I'm, like, trying to basically, like, start from scratch with learning things. And it's been making things a lot easier, a lot more helpful. I feel like I'm, like, understanding things better now. It's like I'm organizing my brain on my Twitch knowledge. And then, like, I've really been loving doing, like, the podcast, and then starting a new podcast. I'm starting a new D&D game, and it's space opera themed. So it's like a crazy, like, all of the stars start leaving the sky. And so a group of retired adventurers go out again and start adventuring. So I'm like, I'm already, like, that just feels so, like, dare I say, out of this world. And cosmic. Dare I say. But I feel like I've was rambling for so long. Jesus Christ. Wrap it up,
No.
dude. My brain. I'm so guarded already. Creatively, I feel like I'm having a lot of fun. And then at the same time, I feel so exhausted. I've had a really bad headache. My appetite's been really weird. I like don't know what's going on. And then like I feel like because I'm not eating as much, because like just the appetite's gone,
Yeah.
I'm way spacier. Like it's like I feel like it's showing in like everything between like my skin is breaking out, I feel just like awful all the time, bad headache, my brain isn't working, like I'm trying to like remember the word for something and I can't for the life of me remember it, and I can't remember, did I already like do this or did I send this message or like whatever. This like past few days I've been trying to like bring that back in and like, okay, at the very least, even if I'm not hungry, I will drink something if it's in front of me. So like I got protein shakes.
That's
And
really
like
good.
yeah, so I'm just trying to like reel myself back in, I guess. So it's like weird. I've like some things I feel really good about and some things I feel like all over the place about.
Well, it seems like you're still being really proactive about it, so I feel like that's like something to pat yourself on the back for, you know?
And I will, and I just did. Thank you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
honestly, I get like this hunger or like the appetite thing. I feel like I finally just got out of my weird appetite thing. Remember,
Oh,
I was telling you for like the longest time, I would take like 2 bites of something and then it would
yeah.
make me nauseous.
Yeah.
I finally have gotten over that. It's just, it
Yay.
literally was like, took just time. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I lost so much weight and I was just so sad because I wasn't eating at all and it was so
Yeah.
bad. And so, like, I don't know. I kind of just was, like, trying to be gentle with myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to eat what I can. And, like, I would, like, kind of not shame myself, but I would feel bad. I'm like, oh, I really shouldn't be eating, like, another Uncrustable. Like, I should be eating vegetables. And I'm like, yeah, but honestly, at this point, we're lucky if we're getting anything
A win's
down.
a
So,
win.
like, a win is a win. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. At night, I get high for whatever activity I do, whether it's a D&D recording or streaming. I'm usually high. So then I get munchies and I'm
Mm.
eating, but it's just like throughout most of the day, I literally don't get hungry until like 10 o'clock at night.
Can you can you garden for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like, can you start incorporating that into like your little break to like maybe help you get an appetite?
Um, yeah, maybe on my off days I'll do that. I have been trying to get out of the house. I was going crazy. I think I had been in my room like too many days in a row without leaving and like witnessing the sun like kiss the earth, and
Uh-huh.
was like, I think I'm going insane and I need to get out of the house more. So I've been trying to get out of the house like at least once a day and just like get in my car and go somewhere. Um and that has been making me feel so much better, like a lot less like a hermit. Even if it's like I'm just running to like go get a coffee, like
Yeah,
that's more human interaction that I'm typically getting in a day, and that's also helping.
that's good. I feel like you're doing a lot of good stuff.
I know, then it scares me and then I'm like, am I fucking manic? Am I manic right now? That's like the shittiest part I think about being bipolar, is that you really truly can never trust your own feeling. And you can't like it's just like, I don't want to say ever, but like
It's hard.
it's hard. It's hard to be
Yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm actually doing really good," because it's like, or is this mania? And you're about to crash really hard. And then I get scared, and then the scared brings in the sadness because
yeah.
it's like, oh, am I only ever going to feel like this? So I am checking my eyes because your pupils dilate when you're manic. So I'm constantly in a mirror checking my eyeballs. But Indigo, how was your day?
My day was really good. I called today off randomly.
Fun.
Yeah, I was really excited just because it was like rainy today, and yesterday I worked and like my body was hurting a lot. And so today I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have like a hobby day. So
Oh,
I just like smoked when I woke up. I made a coffee. I was watercoloring.
I feel joy, like, just the fact that you got to experience that.
Thank
That
you.
sounds delightful.
It really was. It was really delightful. I was like listening to music. I was hot. I was gardening. I read my book. It was very
Wait,
cozy.
that's so fun. That's kind of what I'm envisioning for Saturday.
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
I'm all down.
Especially it's raining, so I'm like, what if I collected the rainwater and we watercolored using rainwater
I love
from
that
a
idea.
full moon? I need to actually.
Oh my god, tonight's the full moon. I'm gonna burn my manifestations under the moonlight. I saw that's what I was supposed to do.
So I'm gonna cleanse my dice.
That sounds fun. Oh, also, I was gonna tell you about the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I lost $20.
Ugh.
I placed a bet that Baby Keem was gonna come out for Kendrick Lamar's halftime show. He did not.
He did not.
They just brought out DJ Mustard.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, did you know Mustard's real name is Dijon McFarlane?
Okay, I did hear that, and I couldn't tell if it was, like, serious or not, or if people were trolling
that's
me.
his real
That's
name.
A fire name.
Yeah,
That's
Dijon
sick.
McFarlane. And it's like DJ Mustard. And I'm like, what? I didn't know that at all. But anyways, I for sure thought I had it in the bag because Baby Keem is his cousin. It's his cousin, and they make music together all the time. They're called the Hillbillies. And, like, I was like, for sure he's going to bring his cousin to the Super Bowl. And he didn't.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was really sad about that. But
do you know why? Okay, like, who is DJ Mustard? Why was he brought out?
He's like, I think he just makes beats.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just like a music producer, or I don't know. He just makes beats for a lot of, like, Kendrick songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he came out, but then I was expecting, okay, I was like, maybe he's going to drop a verse. But then he didn't, and then I was like...
No, he literally did nothing. I was like, why did you bring him out? He just held a football and was just, like, swaying back and forth.
That's why I was confused, because I was like, who is this guy that it was, like, such a big deal that Kendrick, like, brought him out?
Yeah, no. But he made that beat that they're singing to, but that's
that's pretty fire, but yeah.
Yeah.
I really loved that performance.
It was good. I feel like it went by really fast.
And then the fact that Trump left, like, halfway through it is crazy.
Yeah, I was really hoping, never can't say that online, but I was really hoping something was gonna happen.
Don't look into her.
No, but did you see him get booed?
Yeah, incredible.
That was crazy.
So good. Ugh. I love to see him get booed.
I was gonna tell you, I made, I don't know if you saw, but, like, all over TikTok, there's people making, like, strawberry salsa with chocolate chips.
Incredible.
And I made it for the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna make it for when we hang out this weekend. And it was so freaking good. And it was so easy to make, too.
What is it, for those who don't know?
I just got, so you basically just get, like, melting chocolate, so, like, what you would use to make chocolate dipped strawberries, and I melted it, and then I poured it onto, like, I wrapped a plate in tinfoil, and then I poured the chocolate onto it, and I let that harden into, like, a thin layer, and then I broke it up into, like, chip shapes, you know, like a chip shape. And then I cut the strawberries and into small, I, like, diced them. And so basically you're supposed to eat it like chips and salsa instead of, like, you know, dipping strawberries in chocolate and all that. But it was so good. I probably, if I would make it again, I would probably add sea salt to the chips.
Ooh.
And I think it would be better.
That sounds so yummy.
Yeah, I'm excited to make it again.
I'm bringing fondue to the party.
Ooh.
Trader Joe's came out with this, like, fondue that you can just, like, microwave. So went to Costco today, got some everything bagel, chopped those up so we can dip them. And then really all I had planned for the fondue, just cheese and bread.
That sounds amazing.
And then I saw this thing where someone got a candle warmer lamp and put the fondue under the candle warmer lamp. So it stayed hot.
That's so smart.
So I will be doing that.
That's funny.
Dude, it was so embarrassing. Normally, the painters leave at 3 p.m. And when I got home, there was no cars in the driveway. And it's like 2:58. So I was like, maybe they took an early day. Like, good for them. I'm walking around the house. I blast music, okay? And I'm literally like Saltburn, end of Saltburn, like dancing around the house. Not naked, but just like dancing. And then I turn around and one of the painters is there. And he's just like, hands up, like, so, like, please don't be scared. And I was like, oh my god.
That's so funny.
Like, so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scream.
I imagine you, like, sliding across the
tile. I was, like, fully dancing and singing loud. And I even out loud said, I'm so excited. This is so fun.
So cute. It's adorable.
I was like,
that's so cute, though.
You know how to work the sound system, so I was just like blasting music and like sliding down the wooden hallway. And because like I've really never lived in a place where I can just like walk around freely and it's all mine. You know, like I've always had roommates or I lived with parents. And now it's like I can do that in this room, but not the rest of the house. And this is a really nice house. That I am not in, but I work in. And I'm like, and I get to enjoy this house the whole week. And I was like, freedom, baby. And they have not left yet. And they were like, we're going to be staying late today because we're going to take tomorrow off. And I was like,
God damn it.
Okay. And then, of course, so I was like, I'll just be in my room. It's raining. So I'm like, door open, windows open. I'm blasting Bon Iver while I'm like cleaning my room.
Wow, what a vibe.
It was such a vibe until they came downstairs to start drilling things and sanding stuff with like a sander, like a loud sander. And then I was like,
not a vibe.
And then just as I was like, you know what? I'll take a little bath. So I went out and talked to them and I was like, just let me know. I was like, come knock on my door or anything if you guys are here, just because I do scare easy. So like, just let me know if you guys are going to be here or not. And they're like, okay, for sure. So then just as I was like, I'm going to take a bath, I turned on the water and then I fully like get prepared to get in the bath and they knock on the door and they're like, hello? And I was like,
no. I'm so upset.
I was like, 1 second. And they were like, we're leaving. We just wanted to say goodbye. And I was like, bye. Like,
God damn it. That sucks.
Yeah. But you know what? Hopefully I have tomorrow to myself so I can sing my heart away. Because I tested to see how loud it was, like from outside, and you can't hear anything. And I was
That's nice.
Oh, I'm about to perform Hamilton in its entirety. And none of the neighbors are gonna hear.
That's so nice. Dang, that's fun.
Yeah.
What did you want to tell me about Lucy Dacus?
Oh, okay. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know the gay people drama, so Lucy Dacus put out a casting call for a new music video she was going to record, and specifically calling out hot masks and saying, hot masks, please apply. You don't need to be famous. Literally anyone can do it. So people were really excited. I mean, I was like fucking excited. Listen, I love a mask. So I was like, this will be fun. And it's like they're casting like not celebrities. So like anyone can apply. The music video came out. The absolute lack of diversity within that cast was bizarre. I mean, like the comments were crazy. People being like, does not pass the paper bag test. Not a single person was darker than a paper bag. It was mostly, I would say a majority, like 80% white people. And mostly skinny.
Specific type, I did see this other video though, and I thought this person had really great points, and they were like, could there have been more diversity? Yeah, but if you look at it from like a different lens, like there's not a lot of music videos that present so many masked people or so, you know? And so like they're like, is it 10 steps forward? No, but is it still 3 steps forward? Yeah. And so I was like, okay, that's a great like way to look at it. Like I think that's like what's hard about like being sometimes in the queer community is like you have to do things, or like sometimes people expect you to do things so perfectly and always provide this like perfect example of diversity and whatever, but it's like sometimes that doesn't always happen, and like it's I feel like it's almost a disservice to just completely throw out the video and be like, it really does nothing, like wow, what a waste, or like, you know, like she wasted an opportunity. But it's like, if you really think about it, like really what other music videos do you see that many masked people in it and that are
Yeah.
showcasing that type as attractiveness? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't really get to see that often. So I still think it's like a win.
Yeah.
But I
That
mean, like, I
is
do see what people are saying.
that is fair. I just feel like if you are opening up the casting to anyone, I think about this with, I don't know which brand it was, but there was a creator, an influencer, who was invited on a brand trip of 50 women. And she was the only Black woman there. And then she was like, I can't do it. Will you give my spot to another Black woman? And they basically said no. And it's just like, if you're calling for a lineup of hot masks and you look at the people you've cast and you realize there's not a single dark-skinned person here.
I mean,
Like,
Toa Bird was there, but I think that was the only person of color that I saw, but I could be
yeah.
wrong.
It's just like,
It was just like, yeah, a very specific, like, type.
People were saying, like, okay, so Lucy is, like, almost confirmed dating Julian. God, I'm blanking.
From the band?
Yeah, Julian from the band.
The little one?
The little one.
Yeah.
But, so people are like, oh, they're trying to, like, find, like, people that look like Julian. And I was like, I guess that's fair, but you didn't put in the casting looking for someone who looks like Julian. And then even just, like, body type diversity too, it was all fairly skinny people. So it's like,
yeah,
if you're majority casting skinny, and it's not like Lucy Dacus is like a independent artist or like she's really like not well known. Like she's pretty well known, so she does have the ability to do more. And I guess that's where it's hard. Like, if people have the platform and the ability to do it, I think they should.
I also saw that, like, people were like, I wish I would have also seen, like, a different age range. Like, it was only, like, young, like, not young, not inappropriate, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, just younger
20.
adults.
Yeah,
and they're,
20-year-olds.
like, yeah, like, in your 20s or whatever. And they're, like, it just would have been nice to see, like, just even, like, age diversity of, like, a hot older mask. Like, that would have been great to see.
Someone commented this, and I thought this was a great point. It's like Cara Delevingne was in the video.
I was gonna say, why was she in there?
She's fucking, like, I mean, okay.
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere. It's insane. It's like I turn and she's like in my peripheral, and it's like, where are you coming from? She is, I would not, as a queer person, I would not consider her mask.
Does she identify as a mask?
I don't know, but I would say that's like very light mask. I don't know. Again, I don't want to police anything. At the end of the day, it literally, like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah,
the world is gonna keep spinning. There's bigger things going on, obviously. But, like, Cara Delevingne in a suit is the most mask, like, people can get, like, handle, I fear. I get that it was, like, a costume, but all of them have the same vibe of mask. There was no variety of mask. And there's so many varieties of mask.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. When I saw Cara Delevingne, I was like, where did you come from? Like, I was like, I always see it with the most random things.
Truly.
It's wild.
I'll be looking at, like, a red carpet and, like, she's in the background looking at the camera. Yeah. And I'm like, you're everywhere.
You're everywhere. Should we get into these Valentine's themed advice things?
Yes.
Yeah, so this episode, since it's coming out before Valentine's Day, we thought it would be fun if we went on Reddit and found people asking for, like, relationship advice or, you know, just advice in general. And yeah, just give them advice. So I'll go first.
I'm excited.
This one isn't Valentine's themed per se, but while I was looking, it was just so crazy that I was like, I have to share this one.
I'm so excited.
This one's like an am I the asshole?
Okay.
Okay, so I, 28 male, had a birthday dinner last weekend, and my girlfriend, Sarah, 27 female, offered to plan it. I was excited because I usually keep things low key, but she said she wanted to make it special. She booked a nice restaurant and invited close friends and family. Everything was going great until it was time for dessert. The waiter brought out a cake, and instead of my name, it said, "Will you marry me, Sarah?" Question mark. I was completely blindsided, and Sarah got all teary-eyed and turned to me and said, "Well, is this the best surprise ever, right?" Everyone around us started clapping. Her friends were filming. I just sat there stunned. She took my silence as hesitation and started going on about how she knew I wasn't big on grand gestures, but she couldn't wait anymore, so she took matters into her own hands. That moment, I stood up and said, "This is my birthday. If you wanted a proposal, you should have talked to me about it first." And then I grabbed my stuff and walked out. Sarah was mortified, and her friends blew up my phone, calling me an asshole for embarrassing her and ruining the night. She even said I humiliated her when she was just trying to do something romantic. Now my family is split. Some said I should have just gone along with it for the night. Others think she crossed a major boundary. So, am I the asshole for leaving my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend hijacked it for a proposal?
Sometimes when I hear things like these, I'm like, are people, like, genuinely? I have to believe that it's fake. Because if there are people that are genuinely like that on her side, that exist out in the world, I'm walking into the ocean. I'm done. Because that's crazy. That is your birthday. And then to be like, you know what? I'm gonna make it seem like he's proposing to me. But the only one who's gonna be surprised by this is him.
That's what I was gonna say is crazy. Is like not being like, I'm gonna propose to him. She set it up so he's asking her, but he doesn't know he's asking her.
Like, that's what's like, she's psychotic. But the fact that people in his life are agreeing with her, people in his family are agreeing with her.
Yeah. They just said that he should have went with it for the night.
But even that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I would be like, I'm sorry, this is crazy. And I don't want to give her false hope.
No. And also, I've talked about this before on here because we get proposal stories. I hate public proposals. And honestly, I think I'm never dating again. This is actually now becoming a huge fear that what if I end up, how long were they together? Does it say?
It doesn't say.
Because, like, okay, maybe you're with them for like 2-3 years and then they pull this stunt. I'm sorry, who the fuck are you? I didn't know I was dating an insane person for most of, these last 3 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In her head, she must have been like, he does want to marry me, so let's just get it over with. And I'll just surprise him.
But it's his birthday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that's crazy.
It is
Although,
crazy.
something I really don't understand, because okay, let me explain it and then I'll explain why I don't understand. Birthdays are so magical. I love birthdays. And I'm so fortunate to have had a friend group, you and our other friend, who we all equally value birthdays and always like make it special for each other. And so when people give me like I don't really care about my birthday, why? Why not choose joy? Why not choose happiness for once in your life?
Yeah.
It costs nothing to just be like, actually, no, I'm gonna be excited about my birthday and other people's birthdays.
Yeah, whenever I meet someone who doesn't like birthdays, it honestly just makes me sad because I'm just like, oh, you have yet to experience the birthday magic of like, I don't know. Or you just truly hate fun. Like, I don't know. But I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, you don't like birthdays?
Yeah, it's like, maybe grow up. Like,
That's so funny. To me, I'm just like, oh, you poor baby, you were not taken care of.
no, for me, because obviously, like, I'm lucky and I have friends who care about my birthday. But at the same time, like, even when I was, I was away from home and I wasn't near any family or friends, I was still like, I'm gonna make my birthday special, even if my friends aren't here. Like, is it
Yeah.
gonna be as fun? No, but like, I am gonna like go get myself a tree. And like, when I wake up, I'm gonna put on Perfect Day, that the song that plays in the beginning of Legally Blonde. Like, I'm gonna make it fun. Gosh darn it, you know? So to me,
Yeah.
it's like, why are you like, you're being weird for like preventing yourself from experiencing joy.
No, I agree. I will literally decorate my entire room for me by myself for my birthday. Like now I have people that will do it for me, but like at a time when I was in college on my own, I was like, yeah, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And I remember someone was like, I don't even remember who, but someone was like teasing me. They're like, you're hanging up your own birthday decorations, and I was just like, yeah. Like if no one's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it because I
Yeah.
want to wake up and feel festive. Like it's gonna feel special to me, even if I'm doing it. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me.
I will never forget my, oh gosh, what birthday did we go to LA and do a photo shoot?
Oh, when I was grounded for my Sweet 16, my mom
Wait,
picked.
different time.
Are you sure?
Different time.
Oh, when we did the like Pretty Little Liars photo?
It wasn't the day that we did the photo shoot at like the junkyard, the cool one. It was the other day. We like
Yeah,
went around, I was gonna say New York. We went around LA. We got Greek food at the end.
was it when we went to the Disney
Was that
concert
that
hall?
time?
I think so.
Okay. I'm mixing up photo shoots. We did a lot of photo shoots.
Yeah.
But that night, the night before, I remember I just had a really rough night, and I remember I fell asleep on the couch crying and
No.
just being I was so sad, which I cry every year on my birthday. It is like part of my tradition. As I sit there and talk about like how you should feel happy on your birthday, I do cry every year on my birthday. But that is like my own like tradition that I do where I like think about the passing of time and how I'm not ready for life to be over. But I woke up to you guys surrounding me with a coffee and balloons, and you guys had streamers, and you were singing happy birthday. And I remember I woke up and I started sobbing. And then I was like, this is what birthdays are about. Like,
That's
this is
so
the magic
cute.
of birthdays and friendship. And thanks for that.
That's really cute. I just saw a TikTok and it was like my boyfriend decorating the room and I'm pretending that I don't know that and he knows that I know or like whatever. Like basically she's like pretending that like she doesn't know that he's decorating and he's pretending that she doesn't know that he's decorating.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's us. Like we literally will be like we'll come up with some random excuse for like all of us to disappear and
Yeah.
then we'll like just disappear for hours and then we're like, "Hey, do you want to come downstairs for a second?"
Hey, can you check on the fridge real quick? And it's like, yeah, is the fridge being weird? And it's like, yeah, you gotta come look at the fridge real
No,
fast.
literally, it's like some random reason. It's like, hey, I left my shoes in your car. Could you come down?
Our friend's leg is stuck in the staircase. Do you think you can come help us get it out?
Could you pop down for a second?
Someone needs CPR. Can you help us?
That's so funny. Oh my god, we didn't even really give this guy advice. Well, he was
Oh,
just asking if he was the asshole, and I vote
no.
no.
Dumper. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's actual, like, that person has control issues, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, they're asking for advice.
Okay.
So I planned out a romantic Valentine's date for me and my girlfriend. We've dated casually for 3 or more months and have decided to make it official last month. I took her out for a nice Italian restaurant for dinner, got her a rose in her favorite color, got her a box of chocolates, and made a funny personalized card for her. I also did a few extra things and to make our time in the bedroom a little more fun. Whatever. Nothing I did was Nothing I did was extravagant or expensive, but I did try to make the evening thoughtful and special for her. And don't get me wrong, we had a very nice date and had a good time, and she expressed sincere appreciation for everything I did. The only thing that bothers me is that she didn't do anything for me at all. I didn't want anything fancy, but like a massage or maybe a drink would have been nice, but she didn't even do one thing. She had agreed beforehand that she was supposed to handle dessert. She offered to bake cookies, and I said that that would be great. Turns out she didn't do dessert at all, and so then I had to run to the grocery store after dinner to get a strawberry and chocolate. I feel silly. I feel like men aren't supposed to expect much for Valentine's Day, but I really would have liked it if my girlfriend had done something for me.
Damn.
Oh, wait, where did it? Hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we just have different expectations for the day. I guess that's my fault for not discussing it in detail beforehand. I need to talk to her about it, and we'll do when I see her later this week. I'm not super experienced with having these types of conversations, and this is my, like, first relationship. What would be the best way to approach her?
Oh, this little sweetie.
I feel like that's so sad.
Oh my god. My heart broke.
So sad. No, literally. I'm like, any person that feels like, I feel like if it's your birthday, it's all about you.
Yeah.
Any other holiday celebratory thing, I feel like is a group effort. Like Valentine's Day, it should be about your love for each other.
Yes.
Not just like one person getting all the spoiling. Same for your anniversary. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy to be like, okay, what'd you get me?
Yeah, that's wild. No, literally, like, as you were reading it, I was like, oh my god. She, like, the fact that she didn't even make the cookies either.
No.
And then didn't offer to go to the store to get them.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
He went to the store.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
That's so sad.
Literally so sad.
Because it's like, I'm in a relationship right now. I love my boyfriend so much that I want to buy him things.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get him surprises and make him feel special. So to me, it feels a little fishy that thought didn't even cross her mind.
Yeah.
It almost makes me feel like she's not in love at all.
Honestly, he can do better. I know nothing about her besides the fact that she didn't dote on her boyfriend during Valentine's Day, but like, that's enough for me. It's 4 months of dating. 4 months isn't a ton, but it is substantial. That's almost half a year.
Yeah, that's enough time to know somebody, enough to like, he even made her a card. She could have just made him a card, wrote him a love letter.
Literally. I was just talking about this on stream because another one of my friends was talking about how even if you are married, you should still be asking your partner to be your Valentine. And people in chat were disagreeing.
Really?
People were like, and you know what? I'll say it, men. And they were all being like, I don't have the money for that. And I'm like, this just proves once again, I'm about to rant. Sorry, let me get off my soapbox for a second.
I want to hear it.
Men truly, I don't know what gets in their fucking idiot. Okay. I don't know what gets in their brain. I was going to go crazy for a second and I really had to reel it back in. I don't understand. Like, who hurt you, first and foremost? I just want to say that. Before you get in the fucking comments, first off, tell yourself who hurt you. And then save it. Fucking put the comment away. Anyways, no one's commenting. No one gives a fuck. Okay, sorry, I have to get back on track. I'm spiraling. Okay. Men just truly believe that, like, all people give a fuck about is money, and it just shows that that's all they really give a fuck about is the material things, because that's what makes them feel worth. And it's not about the money. It's not about the money. Like this guy did. Make your own card. Will you be my Valentine? Leave it under her pillow. That would make her fucking day, because I'm sure if you can't even do that level of commitment, I'm sure you're not doing anything else ever. So I'm sure that would make her day, because you seem like you don't give a fuck about your partner. So I'm sure you're doing nothing for her normally, and this would make her day. And yeah, all of them were like, well, I don't have the money for that. And I'm like, you have I guarantee, find a fucking notebook. You've got a notebook because I'm sure you're writing podcast ideas in it. This is me just being so mean to men right now. Sorry.
Well, I agree, though. I feel like it's them, like, coming up with a like an excuse to not be the partner that they know that they should be, because it's like literally, like you said, like, write a little note. Anyone would love a little note, like a heartfelt note. If you pancakes mix is $1. Wake your partner up with heart-shaped pancakes. Like, literally, it's just about intention and, like, putting time and effort and energy. And sorry, it's not a quick fix and you can't just buy something easy. You have to put a little bit of work and time in. If you don't want to do that, you don't love your partner enough.
Yeah. No. And if you're not willing to put that effort into someone, don't be dating. Don't be dating. Because at that point, you're just fucking them. And I'm like, okay, God forbid you want your partner to feel joy. God forbid you want to make your partner a little extra happy. God forbid. Like,
oh my God.
This goes back to the, like, taking away joy, but this time it's taking other people's joy away, and it's like, I don't want my partner to feel happy. Why? Because that's the root of it. You don't want to ask your partner to be your Valentine? Why? You don't want them to be happy?
What harm is going to come from it?
There's no harm in asking to be a Valentine.
No.
Especially if you're fucking dating. Like, there's no bad part to it. Nothing bad. God is not going to strike you down where you stand. You know what's going to happen? You'll probably get your dick sucked. Hey, think about it. Jesus Christ.
I'm like, you only can benefit from it.
Only
literally
benefiting.
Okay, let's do this other one.
Sorry. I feel like I'm crazy
No,
tonight.
I like it. I agree with the same things that you're saying.
And if you're listening and you're mad, it's because I'm talking to you.
Yeah. And you should work on yourself. Okay. This one. Okay. My boyfriend and I have been dating for about a year now, and this was supposed to be our first Valentine's Day together this year. Back during Christmas, he said I really outdid him gift-wise, and he really wanted to make it up to me for Valentine's Day. I really didn't think much of it then, but then he started talking about taking me away somewhere, like a private cabin. I was getting really excited because I had never done something like that before, and he was really raising my expectations. Fast forward 3 days ago, and he's telling me he didn't make as much money as he thought he would this month, so he didn't think he was going to be able to take me anywhere. Totally fine with me. I understand he has bills to pay and whatnot. The same day, not even an hour later, we're walking around town, and he buys a pair of shoes. He buys a pair of shoes he likes for over $300. Don't get me wrong, it's his money, but it just really hurt me. What he spent definitely could have covered a night's stay somewhere close by and a dinner if that's what he had planned. I really don't care that we're not celebrating Valentine's Day, but it would have been the same feeling as it just hurts to see something presented to me and then ripped out from underneath you. I'm not even mad, I'm just really sad because he does stuff like that all the time. Finances aren't his strong point, even though he has a really good paying job. He has $0 in savings and just spends his money frivolously on things like clothes and shoes and jewelry, but at the same time talks about how he wants to move in with me. I can't wrap my head around it. I think this whole situation has been a tipping point in terms of my problems with his financial spending. But it's his money and not my business, but how do I let him know that what he does bothers me?
Girl, let me tell you right now. If you stay with this man, his financials are gonna be your business.
Yeah. I just feel I feel like that's very understandable to be hurt with that, and I also would be hurt with that.
Yeah.
Unless that man needed those shoes for work the next day, then I can understand. But if they're limited edition and he has to get them right now because they're gonna sell out, maybe I could understand.
Honestly, I don't even think so, because shoes are fucking shoes, and maybe I'm just not like a collector, but like I'm just like, I don't know, maybe cope.
I'm imagining a sneakerhead.
But like also, hey, maybe cope. Like, it's a pair of shoes. Just look them up online if you want to see them so bad. Like, you don't have to have them. You're gonna wear them, or you're gonna put them on your wall and never look at them. Like, or I'm sorry, your partner's happiness. Actually, I think I hate men. I think
You're
I
right.
say
No,
it
you're
every
right.
episode, but which is funny because I'm trans. I'm transitioning, but like I hate men.
Yeah, no, well, you're just not that type of man, so that's
Yeah,
good. It's just those type of men.
those type of men.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually insane. I just feel like either his spending needs to get under control, or I feel like you need to leave that relationship. Because,
Yeah,
like, this guy sounds like has $0 in his savings account, but, like, just spends money all the time. Like, that's scary.
yeah.
Unless he's, like, 20 years old, then I could
That's
see maybe why, but it doesn't say
yeah.
his age.
Because like, listen, I wasn't great, and I'm still not great with my financials. But that's why you don't promise people things and then buy expensive things right in front of them. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I think I would have said something. Like, if that was my partner, I would have
same.
been like, wait, what? I thought you were broke.
No,
I
that
don't
would
know.
actually, I fear I would crash out. That's a valid crash out.
Yeah, I agree. Should we do another one?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't believe in love anymore.
This is
Hearing
actually my.
these, I'm like, I don't think I believe in
Well,
them.
I obviously wasn't gonna pick the ones where like my relationship is so great. What do I do?
That's fair. That's a good point.
That's so funny. Okay, this is actually my last one, so it's
Okay.
perfect. Okay. So, it's 11:09 p.m. on February 13th.
Whoa.
Less than an hour away until Valentine's Day, and my boyfriend of 7 years, who I had big plans for tomorrow, just texted me out of nowhere and said our relationship is over. No explanation, nothing. Then he blocked my number
Sorry, this is crazy.
on all social media accounts. Needless to say, I'm very confused and completely devastated. How am I supposed to survive Valentine's Day? It's always been our day, which I think is kind of funny. Like, Valentine's Day is our day. It's
Like,
like,
it's
okay,
not,
it's
you share it
everyone's
with the rest of the
day.
world. I'm so sorry. Your anniversary is your day.
Yeah,
But like,
I was
okay.
like, okay. But also, how am I supposed to survive Valentine's Day? I'd be like, how am I supposed to survive life? Like, oh, I missed it. I jumped the gun. Okay,
Oh.
we've always done something big and extravagant because
Oh.
Valentine's Day is our anniversary.
Okay, wait a minute.
My bad. That's on
Okay, I
me.
take it all back.
And I just feel crushed. Some people have suggested I have a girls' night, but I don't really have any friends that live near me, and I don't really want to have a night to myself. It just feels so cold and lonely. Any advice? And then there's these really funny edits that I
Oh.
found that she put in. Forgot to mention, not that it's super important to this specific situation, but him and I have a 2-year-old son together. So it's not just me that this is going to affect. This is going to impact our son's life too. I'm like, what do you mean this isn't super important information?
That's
The baby? That's
minute.
pretty important. You better not let your son see this post because that's rude.
That
I was like, what do you mean
they
it's
have
not
a
important to
child
mention? That's
together?
important.
That's a huge part of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Edit 2. A lot of people are asking our ages and why we don't live together. I'm 20 years old. He's 22 years old. We don't live together anymore because we were given an eviction notice a few days before Christmas telling us we had to vacate the premise by January 1st. It was such a short notice, and with Christmas time, we had absolutely no money for a new apartment, so we moved in with my parents. He lasted about 2 weeks, and then he decided to move back in with his family. Also, another edit. My son was only mentioned in this post so people could understand that I'm not just being a whiny bitch because I got dumped. I'm upset he not only walked out on me without any explanation, but he did the same to his kid. And please stop giving me for. Oh, wait. I didn't mention that. People are just giving her shit because she had the kid at 18.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, basically that's it.
So my question is, what does he think is going to happen with child support? Like, they're just going to not do anything?
I don't know. So at first I was like, okay, maybe she cheated.
Okay.
Like that there wasn't a lot of context given. It was
Yeah.
just like he dumped me, he blocked me on everything. And I was like, okay, maybe she cheated. She's just not mentioning that, or like maybe she did something sus. But now that we know that he moved in with his family, she moved in with hers. It says the family that he moved back in with is almost 2 hours away from her and her son. I feel like he is so young and dumb that he's like, I'm going to start a new life.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm just going to cut ties with the
Yeah.
old life and the kid, and I think I'm just going to chalk it up and we're going to try again. And it's just like, yeah, what do you think's going to happen? Like, the law's going to find you. She will get child support from you if she
Yeah.
tried, like,
I
but
also
yeah,
I see so many like weird um like TikToks about boy moms. And so when he
uh-huh.
said he moved back into his family, I was like, maybe he's got like a fucking boy mom kind of mom where she's like you're my baby, and then like she just takes care of him and is like, you don't need her, like we'll start a new life, and just convinced him like this is a good idea. But that's just because I get so much like content of people making fun of boy moms,
Uh-huh.
but therefore it brings boy mom content onto my page. So that could also be it too.
Yeah. I just think that's so crazy, and like it
Yeah.
would make me so livid to like be dropped like that I would be taking you to court.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd be like, "Oh, you thought that was it? That you thought that was the last you were going to hear of me? Knock knock
Or our
knock.
child?
Here's a court order for
Yeah.
you.
Because it's also
Lawyer
like,
up, buddy."
it wasn't like he like did this when he found out she was pregnant. Like, they've had a family for 2 years. Like,
Yeah.
they've been a family for
Yeah.
2 years. So he's very much been a part of this child's life. The judge is going to see that and be like, you have to pay child support, and then you dipped and blocked. You're paying more child support. I don't know if that's how it works, but
It should. It should.
insane.
Because it's like, how do you look at that 2-year-old baby and you're like, "Bye."
Literally.
I don't get that. This is why, hear me out, people shouldn't be allowed to have kids.
Yeah.
Just willy-nilly. I genuinely, and I know this isn't American, but I feel like you should have to take a class, a nutrition class, an early childhood development class,
Yeah.
and then once you get those approved, then you can have a kid.
Yeah.
I don't think people should just have kids willy-nilly.
I fully agree. I also think that you should also have to be in therapy.
Yeah.
I think you should. There is no reason in the year of 2025 that parents should be passing along generational trauma to their children.
No, I
Not
agree.
when you
And I
can
think
get
those things should be
therapists.
free.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what do you mean parents are giving, like, what do you mean? Because, okay, truly, some parents just want kids because it's what they are told to do. It's because they are told when you grow up, you're going to go to college, you're going to get a job, you're going to start a family, you're going to buy a house. And that's the American dream. And so people do that and then don't actually want the repercussions of having children.
Yeah.
And
or they just get pregnant and they're like, I guess I'm having a kid.
Yeah.
Now.
And it's just like, I really don't think it should be that easy to bring a human life into this world. Because that's a person who's going to be on this world also interacting with other people. So if you raise a kid who doesn't know how to operate and navigate this world, and I mean that to people who just suck as human beings, or like you don't give your kids the necessities they need to survive and go about the world, it's negatively impacting the world. So your shitty decisions, there's repercussions. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
For generations.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think
agree.
everyone's genitalia should be closed up forever.
Oh.
And actually, no one can do anything.
That's where I hop off.
FBI, look into me.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Well,
I'd
that
like to
was
state on
really
the record,
fun.
I don't believe that. Like, to state for the record, I don't believe that. I was being stupid.
You're just being silly.
Sorry, I'm a silly goose. That was fun.
Yeah, I like when we do those.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I think they're fun.
Yeah. People are crazy.
I know. It's just like it's like watching reality TV. It's like
Yeah.
a little taste of drama that you're like so far removed from that it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, do you have anything you want to shout out?
Oh yeah, I want to shout out these watercolors I got from Julie Watercolors.
Ooh.
On Instagram. They are like
cute,
shimmery, and
wow.
I painted with them today, and I painted these like butterflies.
Those are gorgeous, dude.
Aren't they so pretty?
That is
Thank you.
Stunning. Guys,
So
Indigo is an artist.
Thank you. It came, so there's like this metallic-y golden watercolor paint, and so I was just adding like gold accent lines and like dots to these butterflies I was painting and these flowers I was painting, and it came out really pretty. So I just want to give a shout out to those watercolors.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love it.
My shout out is Trader Joe's just came out with a new soap smell. Ooh. And it is almond and vanilla. Ooh. When I tell you, I'm like on my hands after you wash them. Like it smells so incredible. I just popped my ear. Oh my god, that's so awful. I can't hear out of my right ear.
You go cross-eyed.
But yeah, it smells so incredible. So 10 out of 10 recommend. But yeah.
Ooh, I'll have to give that a smell.
Thanks for listening, everyone. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, at The Secret Garden Society, on TikTok at Indigo_Max.
Hey, I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I know we were like really shitting on it today, but we're not shitting on it. We were talking about, I feel like, a lot of the bad side of Valentine's Day. I hope
we were talking about the appropriate behavior.
You know, you're right.
That one should act on Valentine's Day.
You're right. And if you don't have a date for Valentine's Day, I'll be live on Twitch at max_vibes. Playing The Ratchular, which is one of our old favorites.
That game is amazing.
It's so fun. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thank you. I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.
Bye.